Welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, the channel where we bring truth to the forefront and cut through the royal spin. Today we're diving into the latest attempt by Buckingham Palace to rewrite the Prince Harry narrative. And let's just say it's desperate, it's disingenuous, and it's exactly what we've come to expect. Prince Harry has faced a wave of criticism from both the media and the public. The media attacks him relentlessly, often portraying him in a negative light. They accuse him of betraying his family and turning his back on royal traditions. This narrative paints him as a villain, someone who has disrupted the harmony of the royal family. But is it the whole story, or is there more beneath the surface? To understand this royal rift, we must look deeper into the dynamics at play. We must examine both sides of the story to get a complete picture. Only then can we see the truth behind the headlines and public statements. The palace claims Prince Harry broke their trust by sharing private family matters. They say he aired private family matters, causing a rift that has yet to heal. They accuse him of damaging the monarchy's reputation and undermining its stability. But are these accusations fair, or are they a way to deflect from deeper issues? Or do they mask a deeper issue within the royal family itself? This is a story about family dynamics and the complexities of royal life. It's about the clash between tradition and authenticity, and the struggle to find a balance. And it's about one man's courage to speak his truth, despite the consequences. This is not just a celebrity scandal, it's a deeply human story. It's about the pressure of living under constant scrutiny and the toll it takes. It's about the struggle to break free from expectations and live an authentic life. And it's about the right to live authentically without fear of judgment. In the sections that follow, we will delve into the complexities of this very public family feud, exploring all angles. We will examine the historical context, the motivations, and the consequences of these actions. Join me as we uncover the real story behind the headlines and seek to understand the true nature of this royal rift. The palace wants us to believe one thing. They say Prince Harry betrayed their trust. They claim he aired their dirty laundry, exposing secrets that should have remained hidden. But this narrative feels incomplete, lacking depth and context. It lacks the nuance of the situation, the complexities of family dynamics. The palace wants to control the narrative, shaping public perception to their advantage. They want to protect their image, maintaining a facade of unity and strength. But in doing so, they silence a crucial voice, Prince Harry's. A voice that seeks to tell his truth. The palace claims Prince Harry's interviews were damaging, causing rifts and controversy. They say he should have kept quiet. This expectation is unrealistic and unfair. It is unreasonable to expect silence in the face of mistreatment and emotional turmoil. The palace thrives on secrecy and control, operating behind closed doors. They are masters of spin and image management, crafting stories to fit their agenda. But this approach is outdated, a relic of a bygone era. It is out of touch with the modern world where transparency is valued. People are no longer content with carefully curated stories. They crave authenticity and honesty. They want to hear the truth, even if it's messy and uncomfortable. Prince Harry's willingness to speak out is brave, a testament to his character. It is a challenge to the status quo, a call for change. The palace may not like it, but they must adapt. But it is a necessary step towards healing and growth for both the family and the institution. To understand this rift, we must look back through the annals of history. The British monarchy has a long and storied history, one that spans centuries. It is a history steeped in tradition, with rituals and ceremonies that have been passed down through generations. It is also a history marked by control and meticulous image management. The royals have always been masters of their narrative, shaping public perception with precision. They have carefully crafted their public image for centuries, ensuring that every appearance is calculated. Dissent and individuality were not tolerated within the royal ranks. This control extended deeply into their family matters, leaving little room for personal freedom. Personal lives were kept private, and any potential scandals were swiftly hushed up. The public only saw what the palace wanted them to see, a carefully curated image. This approach worked for a time, maintaining the mystique and reverence of the monarchy. But the world has changed dramatically in recent decades. The public is no longer content with blind faith. They seek transparency and demand accountability from their leaders. The palace struggles to adapt to this new reality, finding it difficult to balance tradition with modern expectations. They cling to their old ways, prioritizing their image over authenticity. This approach is increasingly seen as unsustainable in a world that values openness. It is only a matter of time before the cracks in this carefully managed facade widen. Prince Harry's outspokenness is a symptom of this struggle, a sign of the changing times. It is a clear indication that the old ways of the monarchy no longer work in today's world. Despite the accusations, Prince Harry desires reconciliation. He has expressed this repeatedly. In his interviews, he speaks of love for his family and voices his hope for healing. This desire for reconciliation is genuine. He is not trying to destroy the monarchy. He is trying to save it. Prince Harry's criticisms come from a place of love. He wants to see the institution modernize and survive in a changing world. He understands the need for change and sees the damage of clinging to outdated practices. Yet, the palace dismisses his concerns. They see him as a threat and fail to see the opportunity for growth. Prince Harry's voice is crucial in this conversation. He offers a fresh perspective and brings to light the need for compassion and understanding. The palace should listen to his concerns and engage in a meaningful dialogue. Only then can true healing begin. The palace responds with silence. They refuse to engage in public debate. This is a calculated strategy, a way to control the narrative. They hope the storm will pass and people will forget. But this strategy is flawed. Silence is no longer an option. In today's world, silence is perceived as guilt. The public sees through this tactic. They demand answers and accountability. The palace's silence speaks volumes. It shows a disregard for transparency and reinforces the perception of secrecy and control. This approach is unsustainable in the long run. The public is not going away, and the questions will not disappear. The palace needs a new strategy. They need to embrace transparency and engage in open and honest dialogue. Prince Harry chose a different path. He chose honesty over silence and authenticity over image. This was not an easy decision. It came at a great personal cost, but it was a necessary step towards freedom. Prince Harry's story is about finding his voice and breaking free from a system that stifled him. He refused to conform to expectations and live a lie. This act of defiance is inspiring and gives hope to others struggling to live authentically. Prince Harry's journey is far from over. He faces ongoing scrutiny and criticism, but he remains steadfast in his commitment to truth. He is an example of courage and resilience, showing us that it is possible to break free from even the most rigid systems. The palace wants to silence Prince Harry. They fear his truth and the exposure of their secrets, but the truth has a way of coming out. The palace's silence only amplifies Prince Harry's voice and lends credence to his claims. The palace's actions speak louder than words. Their attempts to discredit Prince Harry backfire, revealing their own insecurities and resistance to change. The public is not fooled. They see the palace's tactics for what they are, desperate attempts to maintain control. Prince Harry's story is a wake-up call. It is a call for transparency and accountability, a call for a more just and equitable world. We must listen to his message, support his courage, and demand better from those in power. The time for silence is over. The time for truth is now. Let us stand with Prince Harry and all those who dare to speak truth to power. That's it for today on Meghan and Harry Tales. If you're done with the palace gaslighting, the press hypocrisy and the endless attacks on Meghan and Harry, make sure to like, subscribe and stay tuned. I'm Adrian, and I'll be right here calling out the double standards, defending what's right and reminding you the truth matters. Until next time, stay sharp, stay kind and stand with the Sussexes.